Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm Gebo the Shaman, and today we're talking about what happens when you have Saturn placed in the second house in your birth chart. So before we get into all that good stuff, I'd just like to let you guys know that I have some pretty massive bundle sales going on right now on all my products, courses, services, everything that I have to offer. So you can check those out down below at gebodeshaman.com. Also, the link is down below in the description. If you want to get a reading from me, an astrology reading from me, you can find that link down below as well. And as well as I do offer my Vedic astrology course. A lot of people are having very good reviews on that, so yeah, I'm enjoying that. And then not only that, when you purchase that course and pass the certification exam, I'll give you your own astrology website. So that's very exciting and a good chance for you to become a professional astrologer. And you can, build that to grow as much as you want to. And then I also do birth time rectification. So if you don't know your birth time in astrology, then that's a great service to check out. Alright, so you can find all that stuff down below in the description and gebodeshaman.com. Check that out. Alright, so let's get into Saturn in the second house. So, first, to understand this placement better, we need to understand what Saturn means. And then we'll talk about what the second house means, and together create our own analysis from it. And so what is Saturn? So the thing about Saturn is he is very disciplined, very organized, very structured, very authoritarian, and he's all about doing things to the best of your ability, doing things with perfection. I know there's no such thing as perfection, but Saturn makes you work very hard to attain and achieve what you want in life. So that's what Saturn's all about. Saturn is also your past karma. So the karmic debt that you have to pay off is look at your Saturn placement for that. As well as your 10th house is what you owe to the world, what you give back to the world, things like that. So, Saturn is very slow moving. He is resistant to change. He is just very slow, very orderly. He's all about time and being on time, being orderly, being structured, being disciplined, things like that. And then what is the second house? The second house is your family. The second house is the values that you got from your family, and especially your mother, growing up. Second house is 11th to the 4th house. So this represents gains from your mother, the value that you got from your mother, the loving that you got from your mother, the encouragement, the nurturing, the loving, things like that. And so this is where we get our self-worth. So second house is self-worth as well. Do you value yourself, or do you undervalue yourself, or devalue yourself? Those are all very important things to notice and to look into. So, what is second house? Second house is also your savings account. So it's the money, the resources, the assets that you've accumulated throughout your life, and this is your savings. It's the money that you put away for the future. Saturn is always about being disciplined with your money, And instead of, spending it like crazy, but buying useless and meaningless stuff that will never fulfill you, Saturn says, no, we need to put that money away. And Saturn is very conservative, very traditional, very disciplinarian, and he is structured and ordered, and so he becomes very tight with his money. He learns, with this planetary placement, you could have grown up in poverty, you could have grown up without any money. There's a severe lack of nourishment with this position, so you probably didn't feel loved from your mother. She might have been cruel or abusive to you in childhood. Yeah, there's a lot of heavy stuff here. Second house is family, and Saturn is kind of keeping the family secrets. It's it's also the second house relates to the throat and the mouth, so there's a strong correlation to not speaking up, not speaking your truth, hiding, avoiding, isolating, things like that. And how do I know all these things? Because I have Saturn in the second house in Scorpio. Fun stuff, huh? Alright, so yeah, that's what Saturn represents, and that's what this top, second house represents. So yeah, let's see how I am on time. I'm good. So, the thing about Saturn, and this is very important, I realize it gave you a lot of bad news. Your savings might not be there until, you're gonna have problems with your savings, with your family, with your mother, with your nourishment, with your value of yourself, things like that. Those are all very heavy things to talk about. I realize that. But the thing with Saturn is he put that placement on you because you needed to pay some karma. Now, after the age of 35, he will begin to release that hold on you. He wanted you to experience the limitation, the lack, all the negative things in early life so that you could have an appreciation for your life, what you make out of your life growing up, when you grow up. So, yeah, there's a lot of things to be learned from this position. I would say if you feel like devalued or like you've never been given enough love or nourishment, as I always say, coda.org, check into that. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. So after the age of 35, your Saturn's grasp on you will release, and you'll start accumulating money and do very well. But yeah, it's even your self-value will go up and stuff. It's very a very good. It's a very hard placement. But I just want to say, as somebody who is in that age of, 35-ish, I am 35, it does get better. Saturn's grasp on you does release, and you begin to learn ways of valuing yourself and loving yourself and things like that. So yeah, you know, it's all about reparenting and doing the things that your mother never did for you, for yourself, because you do deserve that. You do deserve to be loved, nourished, taken care of, respected, things like that. And so, you know, it's a matter of doing that for yourself and finding friends who will build you up instead of tear you down. And so, so yeah, it's all about that stuff. So yeah, anyway guys, I'm going to pause this here. Alrighty guys, sorry my dog's back legs are hurting her, so I have to take care of her. So anyway, so yeah, let's just close it out. So to check out everything that I have to offer, you know, all this stuff that you see here, you can go to GeboTheShaman.com. Link is down below in the description. If you want a Vedic astrology reading with me, link is down below in the description. I do my standard reading that I do for all my clients, as well as there's options to have a reading focused on your career and a reading focused on your relationships. Alright, so then we have the Vedic Astrology Certification course. So that's a great course. It walks you through step A through step Z. There's a very detailed guide, and so it's very easy to learn astrology, and you don't need to be an astrology genius. You just follow the guide, and that'll take you step by step. And then when you pass my certification exam, you will get your own website. So you'll become a Vedic astrologer and start getting clients on that website. So this is a great way to broaden your horizons and to actually learn Vedic astrology and learn the very specific specialty that is my type of reading. So it's pretty cool. So for that to you guys, and then we have the astrology readings, which I talked about. Then we have the birth time rectification. So you know, birth time rectification is extremely good, especially if you know, a lot of people don't know their time of birth. Like, they don't even have a clue about whether it is morning or night. Now, I will say the readings that the birth times where I have to consider the entire day are very much more difficult to do, because there's no time window to work with. It's just looking at the entire span of 24 hours. And that can be very challenging and difficult. So if you don't know your birth time at all, I would try to ask your parents for a kind of a window of time where it's possible that you were born. Like, if they know you were born in the morning, then that would be morning time. So 6 to 10 a.m. or something like that. So yeah, that's especially great if you don't know the birth time, and you know, it really is important that your birth time be accurate to the minute. So on all of my readings, I basically give you an accurate analysis, or an accurate birth time rectification down to the minute. And So even if you don't know your birth time, for 24 any like time slot in that, then it's going to be challenging for me, but I promise you that I can get it down to a minute, and I struggle even saying that because it's crazy. But it'll take me a long time, but I'll do it for you. So and then we have the distance energy healing. So that's very powerful if you're struggling with like any kind of mental or emotional issues. A lot of people think that distance energy healing is just for physical issues, but 99% of all physical issues begin with mental and emotional issues. So if you're stuffing down your emotions, those are going to manifest as physical illnesses. So it's very important that, if you're having a rough time with your mental health or emotional health, then you get a distance energy healing, if you like. That's something that I offer. Alright, and then we have the career coaching and life coaching. So, a lot of people, when they get into a depressed state, they lose track of what gives them joy in life. They lose track of, what they're supposed to be doing, what they want to do, what gives them joy, what gives them happiness, peace, contentment, and so they really lose track of their passion, path, and purpose in this life. So it's important that we regain that. And so if you're struggling to regain that, then or gain it if you've never had it, the career consultation definitely will help you in that. I also offer, life coaching if you're looking for a longer term kind of thing, and so all those are very helpful, and I've gotten nothing but positive feedback on all of that from my clients. And then we have the Qigong courses. So if you really want to transform your life in a big way, then there's absolutely no better way to do that than to check out my Qigong courses. I have my Cosmic Qigong course as well as my Self-Transformation course. Now this one especially is extremely powerful. It is, all these courses, everything that I offer is beginner friendly. However, don't mistake the simplicity of the practices for, it being low level. These are very high level practices, and some of the highest level practices are extremely simple. They're postures, they're, postures, mudras, very simple hand movements and things like that. So, yeah. And then we have, so this course actually combines Qigong with Kundalini Yoga, which you just saw me doing that. And so it combines Qigong, Kundalini Yoga, and meditation, and the energy of the heart center, so the Shen energy, and that's what releases the emotions and causes an absolute transformation in your life when you do it every single day without fail. So there's the challenge. I have designed this course to be done for 90 days, and then, so level 1 is 90 days, level 2 is 90 days, level 3 is 90 days, and beyond that, you can pick and choose what you want to do, and there's a massive transformation waiting for you at the end of that, that 9 months or whatever it is. If you do a spiritual practice for any length of time, 6 months, 9 months, something like that, it's going to drastically change your life in a huge way. So you don't have to do my practices. You can go find the spiritual practice that works for you, but I'm just telling you, these are extremely powerful practices. Alright, so that does it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and we will talk to you next time. Peace.